Hey, you guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to our Sundays with Summit Health. It is such a perfect day. I could not do this outside. So join me for 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to talk about navigating the summer season. So we actually have a couple clients who paused from working with us one-on-one and who are coming back on for summer. And here's why. They are unsure about how to navigate nutrition given the parameters of summer. One of them is a teacher, and so that the summer creates a challenge in the fact that she doesn't have the same routine. She's not having to wake up and go to school, and workouts are not the same. And so navigating that and making sure she has someone holding her accountable and just helping her create a really healthy routine is something that she really desires and is looking forward to. The other thing that I've been getting a lot of questions about lately is how do we stay motivated in the summer? How do we stay consistent? How do we stay compliant? Because there's so many fun social things. And if we were to constantly be saying, oh, well, the neighbors are coming over and I'm hanging out with my friends and we're having a barbecue, and it could feel like 3 days a week are a vacation or are a special occasion, because let's be honest, this is Minnesota. Summer feels so short-lived. We want to literally suck every moment out of it that we can. But what that can create is it can create some poor habits if we feel like every summer event, every backyard barbecue, every grill out is a reason to not be consistent. So what we're going to cover today is just some simple things that you guys can do to continue to really feel your best, feel energized, focus on the things you need to focus on, and either maintain the goals that you've attained or continue to move towards those goals. Okay, so here's what we are going to discuss. First and foremost, let's say it's a family reunion. Let's say it's something that really is unusual. You know that we as coaches here at Summit Health are all about balance. So you having to perfectly, whether you're tracking calories, whether you're tracking macros, or you're using our habits method, we can have some flexibility. There is no reason for us to feel like we have to be perfect all the time. However, again, if we're treating every event like it's a special occasion and we're not going to hold ourselves accountable, we're not going to track, we're not going to, no matter what our tracking method is, that may not be reasonable. So, first thing that we're going to talk about is keeping food quality high, especially during the week. It's late at night. I have a tendency to not be having dinner till late. If I wasn't intentional with prepping my food, that summer would be so hard. Summer would be so challenging. So you being on your game during the week when you have some routine, whether it's work or, kids' schedule, whatever that routine is, be on your game. Keep your food quality high. Keep a tight ship that will allow for a little bit more flexibility on the weekends. Now, I am not saying the weekends are a cheat day. I am not a believer in cheat days. There's no reason for you to feel so restricted that you need a cheat day, okay? But if we can keep things clean and tight during the week, then we have a little bit more flexibility on the weekends, and that's great. I know for a lot of my clients personally, we've done refeeds, right? So it's just a shift in where we're getting those macronutrients. A refeed can also be just we've done calorie cycling. Micah and Joanna, you're super familiar with this. So maybe we calorie cycle on the weekends. We add a few extra calories, just a little bit of like a reverse diet, but we're still tracking, we're still consistent, we're still on track, right? Okay, so secondly, let's say we're going to a barbecue, a grill out, a neighborhood get together. It's okay to bring your own food. It is literally okay to bring your own food. I have one client just did this for the first time and she crushed it. She was so nervous about it. Her friends gave her a little bit of flack about bringing her own food, but it was a game changer for her. So don't be afraid to bring your own food. I literally had a girlfriend. We were at some friends a couple years ago. I'm sitting there, enjoying a brat or whatever was served, and she whips out a chicken breast. I'm like, where did you get a chicken breast? There's no chicken breast served here. And she's like, I brought it from home. She was so sneaky and sly about it, but it was primo. She ate everything else. She had her sides, and she just had a really nice big lean chicken breast on the side. So don't be afraid to bring your own food. We're also going to talk about this. Bring something that you know you can enjoy to share. That's also a great plan of attack. Okay, so the other thing that can happen in the summertime is more cocktails. It's beautiful outside. We want to enjoy time with family and friends, and this is maybe happening earlier in the day. Maybe it's noon, maybe it's 2 or 3. Decide ahead of time if we're going to have some cocktails, how many that's going to be. Do not go into the event or the barbecue or whatever it is, just like, oh, we'll shoot from the hip and see how I feel. It's never a good idea, okay? So if we're gonna have 2 drinks, we're gonna figure that out and we're gonna plan it ahead. Whatever that is, make a plan and stick to the plan. With that being said, let's bring some fun drinks on the side. You know, I always say 1 beer, 1 water, 1 beer, 1 water, whatever it is that you're having, we're going to rotate through. So we're staying super hydrated. And also so we're not just going all in on the highly, caloric things, right? Bring some LaCroix, bring some Zevia, Topo Choco, kombucha, coconut water, whatever it is that you love, bring it. Throw a koozie around it. Nobody knows that you're drinking or not. That's the fabulous thing. They don't know what you're drinking. Throw it in a Yeti with some ice. But then you feel like you're having something special. You're really enjoying yourself, and it doesn't always have to be alcohol. The other fun thing that we're going to share this week is some delicious sort of hydrating mocktails. Those can be a delicious option, whether you want to add, some liquor to it or not. They can be delicious on their own, and you can still have something really special and different. Okay. First things first, when you're getting ready to eat, scope out the spread. What's there, right? I want you to look at your lean protein options or your protein options. We all know brats are more of a fat than they are protein. So if you want to have a brat, beautiful, but let's get something else a little bit leaner if we can, right? Have some, chicken thighs, have some chicken breast. If you want to have a burger, but let's be mindful of other options. All right. So first trip through the line, try to grab salads, not our like mayonnaise laden, Minnesota salads, something green and leafy. So some sort of vegetable and protein. Lean into those things first. First trip through, we're going to have our protein and we're going to have our vegetables. There's 2 reasons for this. 1, insulin. If we eat our protein and our highly fibrous vegetables first, it's going to slow down the release of insulin. That is really effective when it comes to vibrant health, okay? So just trust me on this. I won't go into the science of it, but eat your protein first. The other thing that's going to help us do is it's going to help us start feeling full. We're going to start digesting that food. We're going to start feeling full. And then we go through round 2 of the line, which is maybe our Jell-O salads, are more like, fattier things. We've got the broccoli salad that's made with lots of mayo, whatever it is, maybe our cheesy hash browns. I'm trying to think of, we were just at a picnic trying to think of what was there. Second time through, enjoy those things. Look at what it is that you want to enjoy and have a serving of that. Don't feel the obligation to put something that you don't really want to enjoy on your plate. People will understand. It's absolutely no big deal. Just put what you want on your plate. Now we're starting to feel full. That protein is digesting. We're not hitting our carbs. We're not hitting our system with carbs first. All right. So that is what we're looking at. Here is point number 3, okay? So we've had 1 trip through protein and veggies. Trip number 2 is our carbs. If you want to have some dessert, okay. Give yourself 15 to 20 minutes before you go back, okay? So you've already had seconds before. If you're not full, that's okay, understandable, but give yourself 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to take time to really feel satiated and to feel that food start having an effect on those hunger hormones. So give yourself time for that food to be digested. Okay. The other thing I want to encourage you to do is enjoy your food. Don't just shovel your food in. Sometimes we are, we're chatting or we're visiting with friends, and pretty soon it's like we've eaten our entire plate and I don't even know what I ate. So for those hunger cues, for those hormones to light up in our brain, we need to engage all of our senses. So smell, taste, texture, all of those things. So really try to enjoy what you're eating. Think about the flavors. Think about what you love about it. Think about, the smell and the texture. And so really, really stop and be mindful and enjoy your food. That's going to be very, very helpful. Okay, when we're done eating, this is for me, if I am anywhere near the food table, especially if there's snacky foods, right? pretzels, crackers, chips. I mean, veggies, great, grab that, but also could be like our mayonnaise, you know, heavy fat veggie dip. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab it. It's going to go right in my pie hole. And who knows at the end of 20 minutes how much I've actually consumed. So step away from the food table. You will not know the difference. Just if you're having a conversation and you're near the table and, oh, guess what? I'm reaching. Hey, let's just move this conversation over here. Step away from the food table, throw your plate away, whatever it is. If you know you've had enough, but you just haven't had time to sort of, for your brain to realize you've had enough, or you're just inclined to mindlessly munch, step away. Okay. Last but not least, think about why you're at the event, whether it's a neighborhood get together, a hangout with your friends, a barbecue with family. You're there to enjoy those relationships. It does not have to be all about the food. The beauty in food is it can really add to the beauty of that event. And we all love to sort of plan our events around the food. But the reality is, it's the relationships that matter. It's the people that we're there with. So don't stress out too much about what's going to be there or what's not going to be there before the event. Go have a good time, enjoy what's there, but for the most part, really enjoy those moments, enjoy those memories, enjoy those relationships, because that's what you're going to remember. You're not going to remember what you did or didn't eat. Okay? You're going to remember how that made you feel. All right, so here's some great picnic ideas or backyard barbecue food ideas. Marinated chicken breasts and thighs, shish kebabs, you guys, are a fantastic option. You can get some veggies in there. You can marinate them in all the deliciousness, throw some pineapple on there. Oh, so good. So shish kebabs can be a great option. Throw some steak on there. I love bison or turkey burgers. Bison is super high protein. Turkey is nice and lean. Be mindful though, you can get the dark ground turkey, and it's not as great when it comes to sort of macros for fat versus protein. So just be mindful of that. But those can be great options. Venison, I'll mix my venison with a little bit of beef. Super high protein option. Absolutely love that. Avocados, guacamole, hummus, those are all great, healthy fats. I would say dip in them veggies, or be mindful of your serving of chips or crackers. We could eat, 25 of those things and not even know, and technically that would be 2 or 3 servings. So if you're gonna have some of that, portion out, put on your plate and enjoy it and move on. We're not going back, or we're not just eating from the bag. Potatoes or sweet potatoes. Remember, the potato, we're a huge fan of the potato. It's the most satiating food out of everything, honestly. And a research study showed that it was the most satiating food that people can eat. So potatoes can be a great option. Be mindful of when we eat our potato salad. It can be really heavy with fat. So something that I love to do if I make my potato salad at home, I will do some mayo and a good amount of Greek yogurt. You don't even know the difference. It adds richness and creaminess, more protein, and you don't even know the difference. So I love that as a hack, always with some relish and some mustard as well. Black bean burgers. I've got a couple vegetarian clients. This is a great option. And or veggie skewers. I love a veggie tray. Again, make your ranch dip with your plain Greek yogurt and your powdered ranch dressing. Super solid option for dipping those veggies. And that's about it, you guys. I hope those tips are simple enough that you feel like you can incorporate at least 1 or 2 of them. Enjoy your summer. Don't go into it stressed out. And if you feel like you need a little bit of help or a little more accountability, we are always here for you. Reach out. Let us know if there's any other ways that we can help. Have a great day.